At the same time, Shannon was driving through the city. The phone calls, the cold responses, the emotional distance, it was too much. She parked outside a quiet bar and walked in, ordering top-shelf whiskey in hopes it would numb her spiraling thoughts. After her second drink, a memory flickered. Simone, an old friend, someone who had once made her feel seen. She called her. Simone, at a rooftop party, answered with a warm smile upon seeing Shannon's name. They hadn't spoken in years, but the connection was still there. Within half an hour, Simone arrived at the bar. They hugged tightly. Conversation flowed easily, laughter bubbling up between them as if no time had passed. Simone's gentle touch, the way she listened, it soothed Shannon more than she expected. Eventually, they left together. Simone's car was parked a few blocks away. During the walk, the air shifted, every glance, every brush of the hand, charged with a quiet urgency. Once in the car, instinct took over. They kissed, tender yet intense. Shannon, for the first time in months, felt cherished. Later that night, as Simone drove her home, they sat in silence, comfortable, serene. Shannon wasn't sure what the future held, but for now she had found a moment of peace. Back at the house, Shannon walked inside quietly. The lights were off, the air still. She moved toward the back door, then stopped, noticing Chloe's voice on the phone. "Shannon left," Chloe whispered. "The coast is clear." Shannon froze. She slipped into the shadows, watching from the darkness as Veronica's car pulled up minutes later. Veronica walked in and immediately embraced Chloe. They kissed at the foot of the stairs before heading up to the bedroom, unaware they were being watched. Shannon's heart raced. Driven by a mix of dread and fury, she crept upstairs, following the muffled sounds. She reached the bedroom door and, slowly, opened it a crack. There, tangled in each other's arms, were Veronica and Chloe. Her breath caught. Everything she feared, everything she suspected, it was all true. Quietly, she stepped back. No confrontation, no tears, just a final, heavy silence as she walked away from the home and the life that no longer belonged to her. Downstairs, the front door clicked shut. Upstairs, no one noticed. Chloe worked part-time as a maid in the luxurious home of Veronica Blackwood, a powerful CEO known for her precision and cold efficiency. Veronica's days were filled with back-to-back meetings, calls and decisions that moved millions. Her private life, however, was far less structured, fractured even. Her wife, Shannon, would call every afternoon like clockwork. Once, those calls had been the highlight of Veronica's day. Now, they were just another distraction. That afternoon, as Shannon's name flashed across her screen, Veronica sighed. "I'm in the middle of something, Shannon," she said sharply. "You always are," Shannon replied, her voice barely masking the hurt. Veronica hung up quickly, not because of a packed schedule, but because the love she once felt had cooled into formality. Their spark had long fizzled out, replaced by awkward silences and distant routines. That night, Veronica came home late. Shannon greeted her with quiet hope, but received nothing more than a cold nod. Veronica bypassed her completely and asked to speak to Chloe. In the kitchen, Veronica questioned Chloe about her daily tasks, the garden, laundry, dishes. Chloe, poised and polite, affirmed she had completed everything. "Good," Veronica said with a faint smile. "I have a surprise for you upstairs." She led Chloe to the bedroom, revealing a sleek black cocktail dress. "This would look stunning on you. Let's go out tonight," she said, her voice smooth, confident. Chloe hesitated but eventually nodded, swept up in the unexpected attention. They arrived at an upscale club near midnight. Veronica had secured a private VIP room. The setting was intimate, dimly lit, pulsing with low music and possibility. They talked for hours. Chloe, despite herself, found Veronica magnetic, and Veronica, usually so composed, was visibly charmed by Chloe's softness and youth. The air between them grew heavy with unspoken tension. Then, Veronica's phone buzzed. Shannon again. "Where are you?" Shannon's voice trembled with worry. Still at the office, Veronica lied, not missing a beat. I'll be late. She ended the call abruptly and turned to Chloe. Let's get out of here. They stepped into a nearby alley, away from the city's noise. Everything that had been building between them erupted in that moment. Longing, defiance, desire. They kissed, lost in the shadows of the night.